time.
Ahoy! Hello!
Alright. Alright, you all know me. I'm Shayla. Thank you for coming to my speech, my very tiny audience. So, this is my speech. In this bag are 100 tiles that create 178,691 possibilities. That is how many 2 through 15 letter words are acceptable in North American tournament Scrabble. Ranging from Aa, which is a type of lava, to Ziziva, which is a type of tropical weevil, these words transcend symbolic meaning and become pieces in a game of luck, strategy, and skill. Over the next few minutes, I will tell you a little more about the game than you might already know, and tell you why it has become important to me and an important part of my life. Most people familiar with Scrabble know that there is a 15 by 15 board scattered with bonus squares. Each player takes 7 tiles and places them, starting at the star in the center, in a crossword fashion to form words. Not these tiles. All adjacent tiles must also form words. According to expert John O'Loughlin, each time I reach into this bag, the very first time, there's a 12.92% chance that I will pull out a bingo. That's a word that uses all 7 tiles and earns a 50-point bonus. These tiles, I don't think so, but I could be wrong. That 12.92% assumes that I know every one of the 24,029 7-letter words that are acceptable in Tournament Scrabble, and even the best players don't know all of those. Still, it's part of what draws me to the game. There's the uncertainty of the first several turns, followed by the increasing probability of finding certain tiles in the bag as I mark off each tile as it is placed on the board. It's an addicting mix of suspense and hope. Each time I put my hand in this bag might be the time I pull the tiles out I need to make a really fantastic play. It can also be an emotional game. There's the rush of finding and being able to play a really great bingo, and there's the agony of having an invalid word, called a phony, challenged off the board. It's really kind of humiliating sometimes. There's the joy of winning a close game against a great opponent, and the pain of losing a blowout to someone who just had the luck of the draw that day. There's also fascinating beauty in how the game unfolds. Every game is unique, and no 2 games are ever the same. One game may spread across the board, the words sprawling like lazy limbs on a hot summer day, while the next game huddles in a corner, small and defensive, giving no quarter. Each time I sit down across the board from an opponent, I'm striving not only to best that opponent, because I like to win, but to improve upon my own performance. I want to make better decisions than I did before. I want to find more bingos than I ever have before, and I want to find them faster every time. I want to walk away from every single game a better competitor regardless of whether I win or lose. But it's not the winning that brings me back, and it's certainly not the losing. It's not the success of the tiles as they're shuffled in the bag, or the way the words spread like kudzu across the board's empty plane. It's the players themselves, my friends and opponents, who bring me back every time. Club and tournament players come from all walks of life. I have played 14-year-old boys and 93-year-old women. I have played accountants, antiquarians, professional Starbucks addicts, and even Rush Limbaugh fanatics. More than just tools, more than just game pieces, In this game, the tiles are a door for me. They're a way for me to step outside of myself. They're a way for me to work through my communication anxiety, and a way for me to meet people that highlights not my awkwardness, not my unattractiveness, and not my shyness, but my intelligence, my creativity, and my tenacity. I can walk into a tournament venue anywhere, knowing I have at least one thing in common with every single person there. If we share nothing else, I know we share a passion for the game. That doesn't always make us immediate best friends. Sometimes it doesn't even make us pleasant acquaintances. But it is certainly a foot in the door. And even the fiercest competitor will offer a good luck at the start of the game and a good game at the end. Some of my biggest over-the-board rivals are some of my best after-the-game friends. Competitive Scrabble is not a game for everyone. Only about 2,000 people participate in tournaments in North America. But for those with the competitive spirit and the willingness to use words as bludgeons in a game of intellectual fisticuffs, it is not only a challenging and ever-changing game, it is a fantastic way to spend a few hours and a few weekends a year. As club and tournament player, I have not only honed my vocabulary, but I have started to overcome my fear of new people and new situations. I have made new friends and become a more outgoing and more confident person. For me, these tiles spell S-U-C-C-E-S-S. Thank you.